Hi guys, so as you can see in the demo flight, the beeper came on quite quickly, so I think I need to adjust the beeper warning down a bit. Other than that, this flies really well and I have no problem with that. And you can see in the video that the quad is drifting a bit to the right, so that was because of the accelerometer. So after I recalibrated the accelerometer, it wasn't giving me any problems. Apart from the beeper, this quad seems to fly really well. So in terms of this frame, I didn't have any LED on and I don't have the camera on, and it's just the right weight, and yeah, it flies really well for this type of frame. So the point is that with any type of frame, especially with this H shape or X shape or whatever shape that you have, as long as it's well balanced, you can fly well. So hope you guys like this video. Please like and subscribe to my channels for more video. Until next time, see you. Hi guys, so I have already bound this to my transmitter, the AC800, and I've also updated the to the latest version of Clean Flight for the NAS board for this quadcopter. I haven't flown this quadcopter yet, and when I bought this, it was about maybe beginning of this year. It was going on sale because a lot of people are complaining about this quadcopter not being able to be flown well because of some battery issues. My take on that is that the power draw on the battery was probably too much because of the LED, and I'm not sure whether this comes with OSD or not, but it came with the action camera, so I think that also draws on the power too much. So I'm not going to use the action camera, I'm not going to use the LED lights. So I basically used this basic shape, and looking at this shape, I don't see why it has any problems flying properly on any Better Flight or Clean Flight version. So let me quickly set this up and do a demo flight. So it's connected, enable the expert mode, calibrate the accelerometer. I'm just going through the usual setup and making sure that it works properly. Yep, it's working fine. Ports, fine. Configuration, I got all the motor stop, it's fine. SBUS, I disable everything that's not supposed to be there. I'll still use the minimum voltage warning here. Fail safe to drop, and that's fine. P.I.D tuning, so I'm going to leave it as stock. Receiver, I just need to connect the battery because this receiver doesn't power on without the battery. Just turn this on first.
Oh yeah, that was the right switch.
So you can see the receiver is responding. So the throttle is between 1000 and 2000. Maybe I just lowered it down a little bit. Now just put it in the middle.
Trim center. Trim center. Trim center.
So you can see the values fluctuating between 2 and 3, so I'll leave that pen at 3. Save that. Modes. This switch, auxiliary 1. Save. Finger, horizon, the standard ones. I think this one comes with a beeper if I'm not mistaken. I don't think we have a switch for the beeper. Let me just quickly check. SD. Oh, this one. And that's basically it. It's all set up. Disconnect. Just want to taste it. So I'll put on the props and then we'll go for a quick hover test. So props are easy to put on. They come supplied and then they come with screws. So just need to orientate this properly. Hang on, I think I have to use the different colors. Hang on. So the props are not supposed to go black and black, red and red. So because I was looking at the pitch, the top part should point inwards, and these two point inwards, and these two point inwards. So just make sure that you always check your props before you put them on. So I also need to make sure that I stick this receiver in properly. So I'm going to use double-sided tape and then tape it and then tape it inside. So I'm going through this so that when you get something like this, you know how to quickly set it up. It's not that difficult. So I'm just going to push it through. So it's not a perfect location, but then it should work. We'll turn it around that way. Press it down a bit. It should stay. And for the props, I'm going to secure them with the screws that's provided. So you just basically line up the holes on the motors, push this in, find the right size Allen key. Looks like it's the smaller size. So I'm going to do this off camera for the rest of the props, and I'll come back. Sorry guys, the screws that's provided in this bag is not the right screw for the props, because it's just a tiny bit shorter, but that's fine. It pops in quite tight, so I'm just going to use this for a test flight and see how it goes. So hi guys, so I managed to find some M2 screws that's just right for the props. So I got them from this pack that I bought from Banggood, which I'm going to put a link down below in the description. These are good pack of screws to have for spares, and also like usually to check pre-flight for anything that may be cut by the props, so especially the wires here. So for this one, I used a rubber band to tie up the wires so that one of these wires doesn't get caught in the props. I turn off the LED lights, and for the battery I put some Velcro. The rough part is always on the quad, soft part on the battery. So I'm going to connect this up. I'm going to demo flight and see how it goes. Oops.